welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Alyssa and we are going to see how much of my lip products have I actually worn in this past month. I will say I'm filming it a bit early, so maybe the numbers won't be super impressive, but I think I still have something interesting to share, even if the other things are not awesome. So if you want to know and hear what I have to say, then please keep watching. I'm going to go ahead and weigh the items as we're talking about it. So the first one on my list is my Milani lip oil in the hot cocoa scent. And so this one I used, oh, and we get to do my math in real time, 1800ths of a gram, which is actually more than last month. So yay for me. Like I said, I wasn't expecting great numbers since, I had to do this a little early. This is my Pharmacy lip balm, and I used actually a good amount of this as well. Okay, I was wrong. I'm sorry, I did not actually use it that well. I used apparently about half of what I did before. I only used 2100ths of a gram, but I will say I am trying to finish this off a bit faster because I feel like the scent is no longer there, or not very strong, which makes me think that it is, going off. So this is kind of taking precedence over the Glossier one that I was kind of using back and forth. So, just good to know. My Fenty, I used it some, but I only used 500ths, which is less than last time. That was 700ths. So, I did wear it at least a couple times, but I guess sometimes I wear more of it than others, or if I reapply maybe, I'm not sure. For my e.l.f. balm, this one I feel like I was using, but again, the numbers are not agreeing with me. I used only 2600ths of a gram. I guess that's about what I normally do. Last month though, I had really done a good number on it. I used 6900ths of a gram. Then for my NYX oil, I used 2300ths of a gram this time, which is a little bit more than last time, not as much as I normally do, but I know I haven't been using a ton of it. Also, it's a little harder to get it out, so I don't know if that means I am nearing the end, because no one had told me, so I don't know if anyone else knows, if I will get windowing or if this is an opaque packaging. My other Milani lip oil is in the Black Cherry Vanilla scent, and so this one, I used less than I have been, 1200ths of a gram, but it's not so far off. Before that was 1600ths, 1400ths, so, we're gonna see how this goes because I'm gonna be traveling and I'm not sure which lip products I'm bringing, but usually whatever I bring gets, a good amount of use. Then we have my Role Play lipstick. I have been using it a bunch and, I made good progress, but I haven't been using it as much recently just because I reached my one goal, so, I kind of took a little break. And that's very obvious because we went back to my usual usage of 1/100th of a gram. Now for the big excitement, I haven't weighed it, but my Milani Naked Lipstick, yes, technically there is product still in there, but I can't get it onto my lips without the plastic rubbing on me. So let's go ahead and weigh it because this is an empty. So to finish it off, it took another 0.2 of a gram, which is about what I've been doing recently. I'd done 2100ths, 1900ths. So, before that, I was more in the 1/10 or so range for each time. So I feel very good that this is finally an empty. And I say finally, but I haven't had it for a super long time. I basically finished it in what I feel like is an appropriate amount of time to finish a bullet lipstick. My Ole Henriksen, I'm hoping it's went down a lot. Oh my goodness, it really did, finally. I noticed a couple of days ago when I was using it, it really all of a sudden kind of felt like air came out or something, and it's been harder to get out since then. Before, I would just squeeze a little bit and get a ton. And so yeah, I used 6800ths of a gram, which before that I'd used half that, 2700ths, 3100ths, 2800ths, so I'm very excited because this is also something that's going to be expiring soon because it only has a 6-month shelf life there. So this and this need to be my priorities. Then my Ole Henriksen, which I have backed off a little bit since I'm kind of focusing on those other two. This one might not be as much. And I was right, I only used 1500ths of a gram. Normally I was using, well, last time it was 4800ths, 3700ths, 2600ths, so it's definitely not as much, but I think it's still fine. And this one has an 18-month shelf life. So I feel like once I finish up, at least one of the other two, then this one can go back to having more uses again, and it'll be fine. I like using this at night because it's not colored. Then I have my 2 lip liners. They were just sharpened today, so this is as accurate as it's going to be. So this is my more brown nude colored one. So I used 700ths of a gram. And I'd say that is, it's fine. That was about what I used last month with 800ths. Before that was a huge amount with 2400ths. I don't know what happened then. I'm not sure. So then my final product is this pink lip liner. And I used only 900ths of a gram. So it's less than last time, which was 1400ths. But before that, I had somehow gained 100th. So, I feel like using 900ths of a lip liner is not bad because, I don't have to sharpen it every single time I use it. And these were actually pretty affordable, and I like the formula so far. So, once I get closer to finishing them up, I would consider repurchasing either of them, really. All right, so for my total of how much I've used up this month, as I suspected, I did not use as much. I have been pretty much around the 3 gram mark each month. This time I only used 2¼ grams, but I am filming this super early, like 2 weeks early. So, maybe if I had more time, but it also just means that my next update will be, maybe a bigger one. And I feel like as long as I'm kind of keeping track with my dates, then, it's like, okay, this is what it was for a shorter time period. So we'll see what happens for the next one. But, again, I'm going to say maybe I can try to focus on using this one up within the next couple updates. That would be awesome. And same thing with the Ole Henriksen. And then I have been kind of thinking about getting some sort of brown lipstick, something that would be like in this line or something similar to this, because I have like this NYX serum is brown, but it's so dark and I can't really wear it in that. It's just like this really glossy thing. And I have this lip liner, and I have this chocolate gloss, but they're not as pigmented. I might want like a little bit more oomph. So that's what I'm maybe considering getting, but otherwise I am pretty happy with, I should include these guys, with my collection. So thank you so much for watching. Until my next video, I hope you'll be doing well, and I'll see you then. Bye!